Hey guys, what's up? This is XWolfX here, coming at you with my regional report. And honestly, it was a really fun experience. I had a lot of fun. Believe it or not, I did not see many E-Dragons throughout the day, which was really awesome for me, especially because I was playing Hero Gate, which I got 47th place, which, you know, that's definitely not bad, especially for heroes. Out of 200 and something people, or 300, I forget what it was. I actually ended up going into round 7 X1, which was really kind of cool, especially because everyone's like, wait, you're playing heroes? What? X1? Dude, you're freaking pro. And it was just kind of cool to hear that. Unfortunately, that's when I started doing bad. But I'll go over those matches here in a bit, because there's 9 rounds overall, and I ended up going 6-3, which the top 32 actually got their invite, and unfortunately, I was not one of the lucky X3 players that got their invites, but, you know, it happens, and I'm perfectly cool with it. I'm congratulating everybody who did get it. It was awesome for them, and everybody who I played. They were all my opponents were really cool. Like, I did not have that one guy. All of them were cool, and the one E-Dragon player I played, he even apologized about derping out so hard, which, I mean, it's E-Dragon, it's gonna happen, and I'm glad that deck's getting banned because it needed it so bad. But alrighty, my first matchup was actually against Chainburn, which that was my first loss, which was kind of crazy. It was just game 3, I couldn't see anything, and he just had all the cards to stall, and we were going into time, and pretty much during time on my because I think I was 0 turn, yeah, because it ended with his turn. I ended up trying to push for game, and I would have had it if he didn't have Battle Fader, and if it wasn't for time, I would have had game. But, you know, it was cool, it was fun time. So it was 1-2, I lost that one. So my second matchup was Gravekeepers, which I ended up 2-0ing. The guy was real cool. It actually really caught me off guard that I beat Gravekeepers because I can't use my graveyard. They always kept out Necro Valley, which I actually ran into 3 Gravekeeper decks that day, which was really kind of weird, especially for this format. I figured I'd be running into Dragon Players nonstop or Prophecies. So mostly all I would side is just one Typhoon. And in Chainburn I didn't have much to side either. But Gravekeeper guy 2-0'd. It was a good matchup. I think he was the one that actually used Maestroke and Zenmaines on. And at first, all I saw was Photon Thrasher at game 1. I'm like, oh gosh, this is going to go bad. So I stalled with a Photon Thrasher for a little bit, which everyone thought I was playing Photons, until I got that E-Call, went for Neos Alias, and started beating down. Game 3 was against Bujins. I 2-0'd that deck, which a lot of people were caught off guard about. It was a pretty good game. Super polyed all of his stuff off. It was pretty fun. I'm also going to do the deck profile that I did play, which I will let you guys know now. I did play Hero Gate. So once again, it was very fun time. 4th round was against Girgaz. 2-1. I actually knew the guy. Game 1, he just drew bad, so he scooped. Game 2, I will say he definitely had the advantage through the game and beat me. And then game 3, I basically had all the stops. I had Thunder King. I wasn't letting him get anything. I think I can pulse and bottomless set. So anything he was trying to pull out, I just stopped. And then I had 2 Miracle Fusions in hand. Just every time he would try to stop me, I would just Miracle into Shining. And I drew into my 1 Parallel World too, which was really nice. And Skill Drains, game 2 was good against him, but it actually did not stop him in game 3 because he Typhooned it before I could let it go off. But it was a fun matchup. Game 5 was Gravekeepers again, which I was really surprised against that. Once again, I 2-0'd that deck. And it was really kind of weird because I'm not expecting to 2-0 Gravekeepers, especially when game 1 he Royal Tributed me. And, you know, I did not have my field spell. I forget how I exactly came back from it. I just know I was able to stall out a bit and then just was able to go nuts. Game 2, sided in that second Typhoon, or that third Typhoon, sorry. I'm going to also do a deck profile over it. And it was just nice to do, and, you know, he was a good sport. He was good. He was definitely a good player. It was just pretty much I was able to get bigger beaters out with with getting my shinings out, which, I mean, I did have to play really strategically because he had his 3 Necro Valleys versus my 2 Fusion Gates. So everything I did, I thought out like 3 turns ahead and made sure I would not be able to nig myself on it. Game 6 was against Firefist, which game 1 he had very easily. Game 2 and 3, I ended up taking. I had to sight in my 3rd Typhoon. There wasn't much else I could really sight in, so. But it was really good games. Game 3, it was really just a lot of back and forth because I ended up was able to go nuts with like my Exceed plays and whatnot, but it was definitely a back and forth matchup, and then eventually it ended up me getting my shining out and he couldn't get around it and whatnot, and just me beating down. But game 1 though, I thought I was going to be able to OTK, but somehow I forget what he did. He stopped it because I got out Excalibur, Blade Armor, and I got out Shining and lost that game 1, which really caught me off guard. I'm like, okay, I'm probably going to lose this. Game 2, came back. Game 3, beat him, which all 3 games were really good. I was honestly not expecting to win that one. Now going into round 7, you know, this is when I was still X1. I was all hyped, and then I saw I was playing against Geary guys. Everyone who was, because I was at the, you know, top 8 table, everyone's like, wait, Heroes here? What? And it was just a fun time overall. Geary guys, game 1, I believe I got that one. Game 2, with the side end skill drains, it was pretty back and forth, and no, actually, never mind, I lied. Game 1, he won. Game 2, I won with the skill drains and whatnot. In Game 3, I just wasn't seeing anything, so I ended up losing that one. I mean, overall, it was a good game. Round 8, Dragon Rollers. Heroes going up against that was kind of a bad matchup. Game 1, I actually beat him. I went nuts. I also got my 6th Sense off, which I'm going to go tell something kind of a fun story about that, which I'll tell in this video and in my deck profile video. And then game 2 and 3, he just derped out, which, you know, it was Dragon Rulers or E-Dragons, whatever you want to call them, and it's just going to happen. He was real cool about it, and he goes, sorry, man. I was like, dude, it's cool. He goes, I'm surprised you got up this high. I was just like, yeah, and, you know, we talked, and he saw my build, and he really liked it, and he understood. And then my last matchup was against Gravekeepers again. I ended up 2-0ing that one, which this kid actually, well, not this kid, but this guy actually beat one of my friends earlier who was playing Lavels, and my friend's like, oh, I hate Gravekeepers, blah, blah, blah. But what was funny was when I sat down to play this guy, which he was really cool, he goes, man, I don't want to play against heroes. I'm like, wait, you're playing Gravekeepers, you have the advantage. So I just thought it was kind of funny. But overall, it was a real fun experience, and I was supposed to do a couple interviews, which I couldn't find the people who I was going to do it with, and I apologize to you guys if you watch this video. I'm really sorry, and hopefully next regionals, if you guys are there, I'll try to get back with you guys, and I'll actually bring my camera, because all I had was my phone on me at that time, which the video quality wouldn't be as good as this, and the audio would have been really bad. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and if you guys want to see me do certain deck profiles or say certain cards for cards of the week, comment below, or on any of my other videos actually. But alright guys, have a nice day. This is XWolfX, out.